The University of Minnesota Rochester interviewed students at the Rochester Regional Science and Engineering Fair. This is what we found.
Hello, my name is Luke Cottam. I go to Schaefer Academy and I am in grade 7. So my poster title is Bacteria Exposure to Ultraviolet or UV Light, a measure of DNA death damage to cells. And I kind of came up with this project because it kind of relates to how you get sunburn, since the sun has ultraviolet light. And I always hate putting on sunscreen, so I really wanted to see if it really mattered. My hypothesis was that the more exposure time to UV light, the less living colonies there would be. And I found out that, as you can see in this picture, 0 had a lot more colonies than 30 minutes and 60 minutes, also in the graphs. I really enjoyed working in a lab using microscope and learning about colonies, so I would really like to work in some medical field that works with bacteria.
So I'm Dr. Kelsey Metzger, and I'm one of the biology faculty members here at UMR. I teach a first-year biology course where we talk about a lot of foundational topics in biology, including genetics. I also teach an upper division course in genetics and also bioinformatics and advanced topics in molecular and cellular biology. I had the pleasure of viewing your video of your presentation at the Rochester Regional Science Fair, and I thought it was great. I really thought it was excellent that you connected your research project to something that you encounter in everyday life, which was the hassle of putting on sunscreen, and why would we bother with that sticky, icky mess? You provided some really compelling evidence that we do need to take protection from UV sun, otherwise we can incur cell damage like you demonstrated in your bacterial cultures. I think your experimental design and your experimental question were really great, and those are exactly the kind of qualities that we want to see in our incoming students. Passion for continuing to follow through on a question, finding some methods that'll work to help them get some evidence to answer their question, and then coming up with an explanation for the data that they're seeing. So I think that if you're interested in pursuing a future, doing research, research in genetics or in bacterial biology, then a health sciences degree would be a pretty good fit for you. It could be a launch point for going into medical school, going into graduate school in the sciences, medical laboratory sciences, cytotechnology, all sorts of different applications where you could be looking at questions in bacterial models or other models. So Luke, I think it's pretty clear that you've got a passion for research and exploring some questions, so we hope that you continue to follow those passions and interests, and whatever you do, I'm sure you'll have a lot of fun finding the answers no matter where they take you.